wishing I could wrap my whole life up in 24 carats.
Kings and Queens, what's up? This your boy Monty, coming at you with another YouTube video, my second YouTube video since starting my YouTube channel, Sovereign Reality. Um, Basically wanted to talk about All-Star Weekend. As you can see, I got my Brooklyn Nets Joe Johnson jersey on. Not a Brooklyn Nets fan at all, actually. I'm a big Jay-Z fan, and Jay-Z, that's his squad. He's executive vice president or whatever the case may be, and I thought the jersey was dope, so I went ahead and got me one. But yeah, All-Star Weekend. I think based on what I've seen over the years with All-Star Weekend, with like the slam dunk contest and like the 3-point shootout and the Saturday night events, the NBA hadn't really been doing pretty good, but I think this year they did pretty good with the whole Saturday night events. I didn't see much of Friday night because, of course, that was Valentine's Day, so I had to take my girl out and hang out with her. But from what I did see, I think there was a point where Tim Hardaway Jr. And Dion Waiters were going back and forth with each other. They seem to be really competitive. That's probably two of the more upcoming athletes in the East. Tim Hardaway Jr., especially with the New York Knicks, and Dion Waiters. I don't know if he'll be with the Cavs too much longer, in my opinion. He might get shopped around for a minute before he really settles down and gets his game, to that level. But yeah, I saw a little bit of the celebrity game. Of course, Kevin Hart's always hilarious doing his thing. From what I did see, Michael B. Jordan, he was actually doing pretty good. And I guess he played basketball in high school. That's what I heard. I don't know how true that is. But my man Wale was on the court. That was cool to see. But other than that, like on Saturday night, I saw the festivities with John Wall and everybody in the dunk contest and the 3-point shootout. I'm a Spurs fan, so Marco Bellinelli winning the 3-point shootout was definitely I was definitely excited about that, representing for the San Antonio Spurs. I was actually disappointed that they didn't let Paul George, Terrence Ross, and John Wall actually compete against each other. Being a native of Maryland, him incorporating G-Man into the dunk contest was really exciting for me. I almost lost my mind when I saw G-Wiz out on the floor, because as a kid, when I used to go to Wizards games, G-Wiz was always the guy that would come out and dunk the ball and make everybody say ooh and ah and all that other stuff. But John Wall, he did a great job. And I was really happy for him making the All-Star team, and he did a good job with the dunk that he did. But like I said, next year maybe they should try to whoever wins East versus West, whoever wins should definitely try to go against each other and see who the champion will be. I thought it was funny how Terrence Ross brought out Drake. I'm a Drake fan, so that was cool to see. And also Bradley Beal, he did pretty good in the 3-point shootout against Marco Bellinelli in the final, where they had that situation where they had to basically go into a sudden death because they had both, I think, scored like 19 3-pointers, and Bellinelli got him in the last round, so that was cool. But the game just ended not too long ago, and it was a great game this year. It wasn't a blowout. Nothing like the Super Bowl, but it was cool to see, of course, the best from the East go against the best from the West. I honestly was disappointed because I didn't necessarily think that D-Wade should have been in the All-Star game this year. I thought Lance Stevenson should have probably been in there rather than D-Wade. He has, over the last couple years, he's just been, I guess, voted in because the fans love him so much. But I think Lance Stevenson definitely deserved to be a starter this year. I thought that would have been cool to see him because he's been balling lately. But East played good, of course. I'm a West man. I want the West to win since I'm a Spurs fan and I'm a huge KD fan. So but I like Paul George. I like seeing him play. I like his game. LeBron, he had 22 points, 7 assists. So he played good. I was glad to see Kyrie Irving actually get the MVP because he's one of my favorite players, and he's also a player that I've told people numerous times. Like last summer, I was telling somebody, I asked him, who do you think is going to be one of the best point guard in the league in 3 years, and he said Derrick Rose. And at the time, Derrick Rose, he had just suffered that injury, so I was just kind of like, I don't know. We got to see what he's going to do when he comes back from injury. But we saw what happened with that, and Chris Paul, he has his moments where he can get hurt, and the team will still win without him. But he's injury bound to me. He's still a great player, but he's injury bound. Then Damian Lillard. Damian Lillard is a beast. Like coming out of Weber State, I was looking at him, his draft stock, and I was like, yo, he's gonna be serious. And he's in the perfect situation with the Portland Trailblazers, in my opinion, because they have a nice squad with LaMarcus Aldridge and adding Brook Lopez. But Stephen Curry is also somebody who honestly surprised me coming out of was at Davidson. I didn't think that he would be that dominant as a point guard. He just didn't seem like he just seemed like a shooter. He seemed like a Jimmer Fredette to me. He could just spot up and shoot, but he definitely developed his game. He has a great coach with Mark Jackson, and they have a great squad. But I honestly think that Kyrie Irving is the future point guard for the NBA, just based on his skill set. I think he's a great player, but that's just my opinion. But Kevin Durant, MVP. I'm saying it right now. Kevin Durant's MVP. He's gonna win MVP. He deserves it. He's been working his butt off with no Russell Westbrook. He deserves to be MVP. Blake Griffin played a terrific game tonight. He was awesome, catching lobs out of nowhere. He has definitely developed his game, and he has a jump shot now that can be very dangerous with Blake Griffin having a jump shot, and how versatile and athletic he is. So based on what I saw All-Star Weekend, it was good. I definitely needed it after the Super Bowl because I was highly disappointed from the Super Bowl. So it was great seeing the NBA players, and also seeing Pharrell put on a show with Snoop Dogg, Busta Rhymes, Diddy came out, Nelly came out. It was great, and I think that next year when they go to Brooklyn, I'm definitely gonna be there. I plan on saving up my money after I graduate so I can get my tickets so I can go to Brooklyn and go to the All-Star game and check that out. And I think that'll definitely be cool. But that was basically my take on NBA All-Star Weekend. You guys should definitely subscribe to my YouTube channel to stay tuned on what else I'll be talking about in the near future, and leave some comments of anything that you might want me to highlight on my next video. I'm trying to figure out what I should talk about, and yeah, let me know what your comments are about All-Star Weekend and how you felt about it. All right, peace.